Hey Premier Planet, Justin Barlow here inside the Premier Studio in Woodstock, Illinois, and I'm here to fill you in on all the action you might have missed if you weren't able to make it out to the studio this past Saturday for Premier Pro Wrestling. We started the evening with a little friendly competition. It was Skye Blue versus 0-1, the now freshly patriotic 0-1 from Hokkaido, Japan, now proudly residing in the United States of America. Little friendly competition between these two. As I said, they even came out to the ring together to show support for each other, good sportsmanship. And at the end of this contest, both are trying to put the other wrestler away. 30 minutes they had for this matchup, and neither could make the time limit. So this match went to a 30-minute time limit draw. An incredible match it was, and because of this display, because of the fact that these two went to a 30-minute time limit draw, both of them having been under Conor Corr's boot for so long, they finally had a one-on-one match to showcase their skills, no outside interference. Because of the display that they put on, Premier officials have decided that starting this coming Saturday night at PPW, these two are going to engage in a best-of-7 series to see who truly is the better wrestler between the two. Now, one might think that 0-1 would have the advantage being the male in this situation, but Skye Blue, there's nothing that can measure what's in here as far as Skye Blue goes. You have seen her in the ring before. She can hang with the best of them here in PPW. This is definitely a series that you're going to want to keep your eye on over the next 7 weeks in this best-of-7 series. Following that match was a rubber match, if you will. The Prince of Pro Wrestling, Steele, returns to Premier Pro Wrestling to take on and settle the score with PPW World Heavyweight Champion, the self-proclaimed symbol of excellence, Matt Vine. These two are 1-1 in one-on-one matches apiece. And at the end of this contest, though, after Steele really showcasing and making an example of Matt Vine on numerous occasions, the referee finds himself in the wrong place at the wrong time, gets temporarily knocked out. That's when Matt Vine reaches into his trunks, brings out a chain, wraps it around his knuckles, hits TJ in the head with it, and by the time the referee gains consciousness, Matt Vine is laid across TJ's shoulders. The referee counts 1, 2, 3, and Matt Vine steals a victory and the bragging rights over the Prince of Pro Wrestling, Steele. And after that, we started our #1 contenders gauntlet. The way this match worked was before the match, all the participants drew numbers at random. Eliminations were by way of pinfall, submission, countout, disqualification, or by throwing your opponent over the top rope. When one participant was eliminated, the participant who drew the next number in the sequence would come out to replace him. Numbers 1 and 2 turned out to be Conor Corr and one half of the PPW World Tag Team Champions, Anakin. Now, one might think Anakin would have had the advantage in this match. We all know how much heart Anakin has. I mean, he is one half of the Tag Team Champions after all, but in Conor Corr's corner was the big Russian Nikolai Zhukov, and Zhukov definitely made his presence known in this match, because he ends up distracting the referee, and that's when Sensei sneaks into the ring, power bombs Anakin, and allows Conor to pick up a victory by 1, 2, 3 pinfall. Conor Corr moves on, but Conor Corr's next challenge, Irish Andy Anderson, ladies and gentlemen, PPW's longest standing veteran. Irish Andy really chomping at the bit to get to the top of the mountain in PPW, become PPW World Heavyweight Champion. But again, the big Russian comes into play here. He pulls Andy off of Conor as Andy is pinning Conor. Andy then gets distracted by the Russian. Referee ends up counting Andy out. Andy doesn't get back in the ring by the count of 10. So Conor Corr again moves on in the gauntlet, and Conor's next opponent turned out to be Not Bad Chad. Now in this match, Zhukov did come into play again, but the tables ended up being turned because in a near collision, Conor Corr puts on the brakes before colliding with the big Russian, and that allowed Not Bad Chad to roll Conor up with a schoolboy to eliminate Conor from the gauntlet and move on. But Not Bad Chad's opponent now, Sensei, one half of the former PPW World Tag Team Champions. In Sensei's corner, of course, his tag team partner, El Mero y Nestra. But in Chad's corner, out comes Anakin, and Anakin makes the announcement that he's going to be in Chad's corner so that Inestra and Sensei can't screw over anyone anymore in this gauntlet. But these two being on the outside, Inestra and Anakin, and all the bad blood that exists between them, they end up both getting involved in the matchup, and the referee has no choice but to throw the fall out, so both Sensei and Not Bad Chad are eliminated. And then we get down to our last two participants, which turned out to be El Mero Mero Inestra and PPW Academy standout Bryce Akers. Now, Bryce Akers really showing a lot of heart in this match against the more experienced Inestra, who walked out of PPW as the new #1 contender. Let's roll the footage and you can see for yourself.
Come on, get him out of the corner!
Here's your winner, and the new #1 contender, PPW World Heavyweight Championship, Bryce Akers!
Championship's mine!
So with an incredible springboard sunset flip, Bryce Akers pins Inestra to become your new #1 contender to the PPW World Heavyweight Championship, and he's going to get his title shot this Saturday night when he goes one-on-one with the only 5-time champion in PPW history, the symbol of excellence, Matt Vine. Now, Bryce does have his work cut out for him. We saw earlier in the evening in his match with TJ Steele how far Matt Vine is willing to go to win a match. Matt Vine also a lot more experienced, bigger, stronger, but Bryce Akers, Bryce has it where it counts right here. And can he pull it off to become PPW World Heavyweight Champion this Saturday night? You'll have to come out to the Premier Studio here at 1230 Davis Road in Woodstock to find out. And don't forget, also coming up this Saturday, the first match in a best-of-7 series. It's Skye Blue and 0-1. On behalf of all of us here at Premier Pro Wrestling, I want to thank you all for your continued support. Remember, you can continue to support us online by following us all over social media. Give us a like on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Snapchat. Those are both at Premier Planet. You can find us on Instagram. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel because each and every week we're bringing you one free match via our YouTube channel from our studio tapings. And then if you want more Premier Pro Wrestling content, all you have to do is log on to PremierProWrestling.com. Click the on-demand link and start your 2-week free trial of PPW on demand today. I'm Justin Barlow, and we will see you folks out here this Saturday night.